I want to take a moment. I want to address the elephant in the room. Chris Cole, allegedly, he terrorized his wife, right? At this point, you kind of got to be a pretty big meat rider to think anything otherwise. I really don't give a shit about him. But I do want to say a word or two about Terry Kennedy before I start this, because I know he's getting out soon. He's done his time. I think anyone that's really read up on what happened to him understands that what happened was just an extremely shitty situation for everyone involved. Definitely shittier for the guy that he killed. Terry was schizophrenic and strung out on drugs and had a manager that was emboldening the schizophrenia and the drug addiction and was just not the person he needed in his corner. And when TK went up to that guy to get him to pay for a photo, even though he was a friend and they'd been friends for a while, he punched him, and he didn't mean to kill him, and the guy hit his head. And it's very sad all around. So I don't want people to think that I'm punching down at Terry Kennedy when he was clearly at the lowest point in his life. But we're going to try and answer the question of who would win if they had to get into a death match. I feel like if we just have one or the other, we're going to have a clear favorite to win. So I'd like to throw in some sort of oddball. I'll be throwing in 1974 Mechagodzilla. I feel like, he's not a skater. He's not involved with these guys personally. All right, guys, let's take all the info we have so far and let's put it into the supercomputer. I put everything into the supercomputer. It's popped me out a PowerPoint presentation. It has all the info you could possibly need for this. So let's not wait. Let's get into it. Abilities. Let's see what they're made of. Let's see what they can do. Now let's see what special attacks they have. Chris, he's got a strong right hook. That is confirmed. He's got an indomitable spirit. No matter how much people shit on him on podcasts, he still plugs away. He's an expert gaslighter. Mongo pusher for most of his life. Bottom tier podcaster. Again, he just takes the blows and keeps going. And he's got blizzard flips. I don't really think blizzard flip would come into play in this. I think what's going to be the most useful here is going to be his right hook. We got Terry. He's prison hard now. He went in, he's coming out, he did his time. He's got mid-tier rap skills. Fly society, baby. He's 3 years younger. He's got schizophrenia. So you don't know what he's fucking thinking at all. He survived the DGK tours in the early 2000s, and if you've ever watched any tapes from that, he could basically survive a nuke. 1970 Mechagodzilla. Laser eye beams, chest cannon, missiles, magnetic ion force field. He's constructed from space titanium. He's 164 feet tall, and he weighs 40,000 metric tons. Plus he's Japanese, so he might have blizzard flips. All right, let's look at the environmental advantages or disadvantages that they could have. Just all depends on where the fight's going down. All right, Chris's advantages: he can throw you into a car if it's nearby, or at least break the windshield. He's done it before, he'll do it again. Another advantage is if you're his wife, he's already got experience fighting her. Kind of bad luck if that's you. Bert Kreischer, Bert's around, he'll do anything to get his approval. So if that means beating your ass, he's going to beat your ass. Disadvantages: honesty. This dude just cannot be a real person. Getting shot, I feel like Chris is just as human as the rest of us. I think a bullet, that'd stop him pretty quick. And his son, I think we all know why. 1970 Mechagodzilla. His advantages: Osaka, Japan. Aliens, they built him. They can give him extra power. They can give him a boost. Mount Fuji's where he came out of. His disadvantages: Godzilla. Obviously, we've all seen the movie. King Caesar, even worse if Godzilla's around. And electrical storms, he's basically just a big robot. There's a thunderstorm, he's already, 146 feet tall or whatever. He's probably gonna get struck by lightning. Terry, his advantages: Osaka, Japan, aliens, Mount Fuji, and Godzilla, King Caesar, and electrical storms. So, this guy in Mechagodzilla, really on an even playing field. I think Chris Cole at this point has been cut out of the loop on environmental advantages. I don't think there's any way he's going to be able to throw Mechagodzilla into a car, and I know for a fact Terry Kennedy's not his wife. Here's my predictions. I think Mechagodzilla is the underdog. A lot of people don't see him going into this and coming out with a win. All right, and that's because, you know, TK and Chris Cole, they both got their fanboys. But I think they're blinded by reality. I think the second one of them gets hit with the chest cannon, they're done. So locking it in, I think Mechagodzilla's going to win. All right, now to make it even, I've put all 3 of the contestants' battlegrounds in a wheel. We're going to have it spin, and it'll choose it at random. The 3 areas, I figured good fighting backdrops would be Terry Kennedy would get Seashell Beach. Yeah, I don't know why I put Seashell Beach. That's not a place. I meant Long Beach. I gave Chris Cole Love Park, and for Mechagodzilla, I chose Osaka, Japan. So let's spin this. Let's see what they get. Osaka, Japan. It's going to be tough. I don't think Chris Cole speaks Japanese. All right, guys. All the info has been fed into the machine. It has predicted the winner. So let's get into this. Let me go. Surround sound.
日本の大阪に来て本当に素晴らしい日だ。
Oh shit, it's Chris. He rolled up.
君はスケートボードで私のすねを殴って私を恥ずかしめた。
はははは。本当にスケートボードでぶつけたと思ってるのに。車行かれてるよ。みんな私が人をぶつけないこと知ってる。
Oh, Chris has the gun? I didn't expect him to have the gun. Oh, he used the gun to defeat the Shadow Clones. Oh shit, it's Mechagodzilla. I fucking knew it. I said it. I said Mechagodzilla was gonna win, didn't I? I don't know. You know, I thought Chris Cole might have been the one getting shot. I didn't think he'd actually be the one to bring the gun. Totally flipped it on me. But in the end, you know, I guess I was right. Mechagodzilla came out on top. I don't know what this means for skateboarding. I don't know what this means for Toho, you know? They're gonna sue me.
Nashville, Australia. I range like a stovetop, cook like ceramic. I'm chill like 20 degrees sitting in a hammock. My heart touch